They tell you to make it as an artist. All you gotta do is move to a big city, find you a circle, network, sign a contract, and the money is yours. And I did all that. I moved to Atlanta, got a home. I seen a lot of first milestones, 50,000 streams, getting flown to different cities, paid for shows, meeting people that I had been looking at on my phone and then now they in front of me. I thought I was balling. But what I didn't show you is that behind the scenes, man, I was going through it. Door-to-door jobs, I'm working serving, bar backing, busting tables, doing whatever I could so I can cover the many expenses that come with being an artist. And it wasn't until this last job I was at, I said, look, man, DIY is not an option. It's the only way. So if you want to hear how a broke artist who's been rejected by the industry, but also have had the opportunity to see some of the heights, consumerism, materialism, girls, cars, and everything in between, I can tell you exactly how I did it and just a few of the things that took place in order for me to be right in front of you right now. This is the part where I tell you about our website. So if you want to go ahead and click this part of the video and skip ahead, be my guest. And for the people who stay, I appreciate you so much. Model Citizen is an ongoing media collective that is developing and expanding. I do this full time and we want to be able to continue to give you this media fully independent. We do have a donation tab available. Every single cent will help go towards events, merch, and all the numerous things it takes in order to run a full-time media collective. So thank you and back to the video. So what is Sad Life? What is Model Citizen? In order to answer that question, we got to take it all the way back. MSA. MSA was an art school that I would eventually get accepted in around the age of 15. It was at this art school I found myself diving heavily into existentialism, nihilism, Albert Camus, Jean-Paul Sartre, whatever that might be, which would eventually lead me into making Sad Life USA. Which was just kind of like a joke at first. It was just like, oh, it's Sad Life, it's Sad Life. A little bit like a catchphrase. But being the artist I am and being a person who's always been into apparel, I want to make my own clothes. But mind you, remember, I'm a musician. I make music. So fast forward to college, I dropped my first song. It was around the same time that I met a guy at a skate shop who could print merch. So fast forward, I get the first hat made with Sad Life stitch on the top of it. Okay, I want to make merch centered around my music. You know, like any other artist, whenever they drop a project, whenever anything's involved, you want to have something tangible that the fan can walk away with as well with the music. I would surely get kicked out of school. Different story for a different day. But it was at this time I decided, hey, bro, you want to just move to Atlanta? Me and my brother flee to Atlanta. Me moving back and having family because I was already born here. Model Citizen Sad Life USA is being formed slowly but surely. It exists as t-shirts, stickers, drawings in my sketchbook. Nothing community-based, nothing as an actual group, but we getting there. Shortly after I got out of here, I landed one of the most life-changing jobs that I ever was able to get. Now, it was in Buckhead. For everybody that knows, Buckhead is a really affluent area. A lot of money travels through Buckhead. All of your favorite people. So this was my opportunity to first see real commerce, real dollars exchanging, and then who is spending these dollars. Coming having investor meetings, I'm seeing birthday parties, weddings, whatever it might be in between. It was at this point I realized something. Ain't nothing happening in this country unless you got a dollar behind it or a really good message. I would shortly get really, really good at achieving both of those things. So I have been staying out here for a few years and I was able to acquire this space. And for the first time, I could invest in my music. I could get merch printed. We could do music videos, photo shoots, everything in between that's necessary in order to get your vision done. And thus, Model Citizen is here. Is that often we seek these things from people that are far away. You might want an internship at the fancy photo studio. You might want to work as the sous chef to a really good chef. But I guarantee you that if you look in your close proximity, exactly what you need is right around you. And for me, that was my friends. If you know me, I write everything down and I have a mountain of ideas. And there's nothing more relieving than having a group of people that'll come together and help you get that done. So things are going good. Things are going great, fantastic. I got clothes, I'm wearing designer, I'm flying girls in, I'm flying them out. And then I hit a wall. I had a real big wall because I realized that no matter how much I was able to spend and do from this money, from this server job, the people who I worked for. Elitist scum. That's why I left. That's exactly why I could not continue to work for any corporation where they're parading around, happily supporting what's going on right now. All right, back to the video. I don't know why that part cut out. So I say, why not do it myself? Why not take all of these things that I've learned over my path, all the lessons, all the failures, and all the assets, and use them to my advantage? I'll push my company, and I'll make sure that we and all of our endeavors are in pursuit of something better and something true. I'm thankful for those dark times, having to walk through the heat, carry laundry, carry groceries, losing my car, not having any money, still not having any money. Because what it did for me is it made me question my compass. It made me realize what truly matters, what I really value, and for me, what it takes for me to feel happy. And it's not nothing fancy. It's not a cool shirt. It's representing everything that we talked about in this video. And just always being on the right side of history, right? And that's, that could be subjective. You can feel how you feel about it, but I just know that what we're doing here and the people that we are posting and the things that we're highlighting, we're in that effort. They're in that effort. So finally, what is Model Citizen? What is Sal Life USA? It's a media collective dedicated to highlighting love, truth, information, athleticism, and all of the arts through media. We want to make sure that you're seeing the things that the internet shies away from, and not even in a shock value, engagement-based type situation, but in something that is insightful, something that is intuitive, and something that you can walk away with and share with another person. That's it. In the future, we'll go in more detail about some of the things that I glossed over today. It's really difficult to fit 15 years of experience in like a 5-minute video. If you're interested in more BTS, any of the other in-betweens that we have going on here, some of our literature, things that we're reading, all of the ins and outs, feel free to sign up for our email list in the website link below. We do appreciate you. We are an independent-based media company. We want to keep it that way as long as possible because obviously, much like how I spoke about earlier, the more that we take dollars, the less we'll be able to speak truly. We would love for this full project and everything that we do to be backed by you and backed by people who share our goal in mind. Never do any gambling ads. We'll never do anything anti-religious. We'll never do anything centered around liquor. We'll never do anything centered around addiction. And I hope that answers your question. We're building a great team of positive thinkers, creators, athletes, and everything that's away from the mainstream engagement-based media. So if you're tired of that, go ahead and hit subscribe, leave us a like, and hey, leave us a comment from where you're viewing from. We'd love to hear from you and hear some more feedback on how we can make these videos even better. I did YouTube when I was a kid, but it's funny to see myself back in front of the camera other than being in front of the microphone for a second. So like I say, my name is School Inc. Welcome to Model Citizen. All right, y'all be easy.